All right, we live. What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? And we back at it again with another reaction video. And this is a reaction video, as you can see, as you get the little symbol right there, or whatever, little screenshot right there. It's the ZR1X. Motor Trend channel posted this video. I think 2 days ago. It's actually been a couple video. Yeah, 2 days ago. I seen a couple different channels post videos on the ZR1X, so I think a couple people's like kind of getting them or whatever. So they're doing tests on them. We're gonna react to this one right here. There's another longer one I do want to react to. I think Top Gear made that one. I'm gonna react to that one too and upload that one. But we're gonna just get into this little 10-minute one and react to it. We're gonna start it off. I am a fan of definitely a fan of this new ZR1X, the ZR1, the Z06. Um, at first, I wasn't a big fan of the C8s when they first came out a couple years ago. They definitely had grew on me now, especially with the Z06 coming out and all that. These cars definitely grew on me a lot. Now, um, I think a lot of C8 hate is definitely forced. You can't deny what these new Z06s, ZR1 and the ZR1X is doing for real. They're definitely laying down numbers. The power's there. It's all there. You definitely can't hate on it for real.
This is the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X. This is the easiest you've ever drifted 1,200 horsepower. 1,250 horsepower in a Chevrolet that anyone with a bit over $207,000 can buy off of showroom floors across.
$200,000 price tag. See, that's definitely a hefty price tag. 'Cause that's definitely that 200 territory. You're getting into some Lamborghini money, McLaren money. That's definitely exotic car territory.
America. We've come to tricky Sonoma Raceway in Northern California to determine whether that kind of power can even be used on a racetrack, much less the street. That is, if the weather cooperates. Today we'll.
It's definitely a nice car. It's definitely not a real nice and aggressive looking. I like the big wing on it. I like these wheels. Like I said, definitely a great looking car.
Contemplating, is there such a thing as too much horsepower? Because this car has 1,200, more than 1,200 horsepower combined between the twin turbo V8 engine from the ZR1 in the back and the electric motor from the E-Ray in the front. But what is a ZR1X? What does the X mean? Is it extreme? Well, yeah, actually kind of. The ZR1X is the culmination of the C8 Corvette line. It's everything that they've learned all put together into one car. Up front, you've got the crazy cooling from the ZR1, and behind it is the electric motor from the E-Ray. Now it's been juiced up with even more horsepower. It can spin even faster and do even more. And then in the back, you've got that monster twin turbo V8. It's that dual overhead cam flat plane crank from the Z06, but with two big old snails hanging off it like in the ZR1, all put together with a computer in the middle that figures out how to manage these two completely different powertrains and make them work together to give you an enormous amount of power that hopefully.
I think it's kind of somewhat off topic, but it's not. This is what Ford needs to do with the Mustangs. I think they're kind of definitely overdue for like some twin charge from the factory. I think that would definitely be crazy. Just imagine coyote. A coyote, but being turbo straight from factory. Something like this for real. That would be definitely crazy.
We can use. The weather did not cooperate, unfortunately. As the rain came and went and came back again, we got some wet laps and a bit of drifting. Finally, the rain stopped and we waited as long as possible for the track to dry out before our time was up. Then went out for some moderately dry laps.
What you want to do is save hundreds with Liberty Mutual
They always want to throw an
customizes your
ad,
car insurance.
man.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to...
We want to pay for that YouTube Premium.
Okay, we're back in the car. We have waited as long as possible. Try and get the track as dry as it can. There's still a bit of dampness out here, but we're gonna see if we can get just a little more speed, a little more action out of this thing so we can tell you what this car is like to drive. So far, so good. We're still a little slippery in places. The track is still cold. There we go, okay.
Car definitely sounds good.
Got to throw full throttle for a second there. There we go. That's what we want. I'd say I was able to use about 60% of the ZR1X's potential. And thanks to what I had learned doing laps in the pouring rain earlier, I was remarkably at ease pushing the car into and out of the corners. Here we go again. Let's go for that wide open throttle.
That's something I want to get into to go into like the actual like track, not the drag strip, but like a track to actually go around it, like a circuit track, going around the corners and stuff like that. It definitely teaches you how to drive and control of the car. That's definitely would y'all want to see videos on that or something? Going to a set of like normal track days, like drag racing, doing these type of track days.
Woo! Knowing how benign it behaves in the worst conditions, I was confident playing with the grip and toying with the limits at higher speeds. Still, there's a lot more to learn once we get this car in fully dry conditions. Now this is more like it. This is car testing weather. Warm, dry, not too hot, it's perfect. As promised, Chevy got us a car and shipped it 500 miles south to our test facility, where we can now get all the numbers we know you're waiting for. Just to be absolutely clear, we do apply a mathematic correction factor to all of our testing. It's an industry standard, it's developed by the Society of Automotive Engineers, and it just allows us to correct for temperature differences, humidity, barometric pressure, things like that within a certain range so that cars tested on different days can be reasonably compared to one another. Now, before we can do all that though, we need to make sure the car is ready. So first we will weigh it with a full tank of fuel, and we do that.
Hold on, my bad, y'all. The camera's in the where it's at. The curb weight is coming at 41.28. It's actually kind of more on the heavier side.
Because
actually weighs more than I thought it would.
There is no way to know exactly how much is in a tank. Next, we'll check the lug nuts, make sure they're nice and tight, and tire pressures, make sure they're set to what it says on the door from the factory. Because the point of all our testing is to make it as relevant to you, the reader, as possible. Just making sure our surface is up to YouTube commenter standards. So, as you can see, we're out here on the straight line testing. This is where we're gonna find out how quickly it goes and how quickly it stops. Now, to do this, we're going to bring in our dedicated test team. And that is, again, for consistency. The same people testing the cars every time. As you can see, this is not a drag strip. This is indicative of real-world conditions. If you happen to go out and buy one of these and try the launch control on your own, this is the result you would get. Now, you'll see our testers do multiple runs. That's so the computer can learn the surface, we warm up the tires, and we get the best result possible. And we'll use this both for acceleration and for brake. So,
it's definitely a sharp car, man. Definitely can't wait to see one of these in person for real. I don't even think I have seen. Actually, I know I have seen a Z06 C8 in person. I think once or twice last season at a meet or something like that. I think I have. But other than that, I ain't really ain't seen that many of this variant of the C8. You know, you see the regular Stingrays and all that all day long.
So, with all that out of the way, let's find out how quick the ZR1X really is.
That launch control sound good.
All right, the numbers are in.
Look like that bad boy stopping on a dime too.
2026 Corvette
But you definitely will hope so. Got over 1,000 horsepower.
ZR1X.
Gotta have good brakes.
The 0 to 60 in 2.1 seconds.
2.1 seconds. That is fast. That's definitely fast, bro.
That makes it the 6th quickest car all time in Motor Trend testing.
Make the 6th quickest car in all-time Motor Trend testing. The fastest is the 2025 Lucid Air Saphir at a 1.8, and the Porsche Taycan Turbo GT, but it's got the Y-Stock package. That's got a 1.89. The Porsche Taycan Turbo GT is a 1.94. I'm pretty sure those are all EVs, ain't it? The Taycan and all that. Those are just EV cars. The Tesla Model Plaid S EV. All right, there you go right there. The SF90, then the ZR1X, then the Porsche 911 Carrera. I mean not Carrera, the 911 Turbo S, then another Taycan, then Lamborghini Panamera, and another Porsche 911 Turbo S.
4 of those cars.
But like I said, I'm pretty sure these 1 through 4. Well, obviously the Tesla is electric and the Saphir is electric. But I'm pretty sure these 2 Porsches is EV too.
That are quicker, all EVs. And the 5th one was also a hybrid, the 2021 Ferrari SF90.
I was yapping. If I wasn't yapping, he would have just said it. But y'all heard it. All those was EVs. You gotta expect those. It's all instant torque.
Stradale instead of
But over here we ain't with that EV stuff.
Fiorano, which was 0.04 of a second quicker. Now the ZR1X is not free and clear either, because right behind it was the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S, which was just 1/100th of a second slower than this here Chevy. And how does that compare to the standard ZR1? Well, as you might expect, it's quicker. The standard car needed 2.5 seconds to get to 60, making this one 0.4 quicker. Pretty much what we expected with that front motor up there helping. But wait, there's more. In the quarter mile, the Corvette ZR1X moves up to 4th place overall with a 9.2 second quarter mile.
9.2 quarter mile.
At 153.3 miles an hour. That's almost 0.4 of a second quicker than the Ferrari, and just over 0.2 of a second slower than our all-time leader, the Lucid Air Sapphire. And compared to the regular ZR1, 0.7 quicker at almost 10 miles.
I don't care how fast them EV cars is off the line, and how fast your 0-60 is with the EV cars. It's EV. It's boring, bro. Like, it's an electric car at the end of the day. So like, hello.
Miles an hour faster at the finish line. That extra power is making so much of a difference. And now, yes, these are not quite the numbers that GM got either in their quarter mile. Now things get a little more nuanced. In braking, the Corvette needed 98 feet to stop from 60 miles an hour, which is great, but it's not amazing. But it's also about what we expected, because the standard ZR1 needed 99 feet to stop. So it's within the margin of error. Now that we know how quick it is, let's see how fast it is around our figure 8 track. ZR1X was actually not quite as good as we expected. It did a 21.9 second lap, which is amazing. 21s are incredible lap times, but it's 0.3 of a second slower than the regular ZR1. And we have some theories why. The big one is weight. This car is 239 pounds heavier than the ZR1 we tested, and a lot of that weight is up in front. We think that might
that battery, the AV battery, is definitely adding some weight, some extra weight.
Why it didn't have the same bite when we turned into the corners that the ZR1 did. As much as that motor is helping in some situations, it can also be a slight detriment in others. But we know from GM's Nürburgring testing that on a big proper racetrack, the extra power more than makes up for any potential drawbacks it might have in a very short course like what we're testing here. Is the ZR1X the greatest Corvette of all time? Well, it's not quite as cut and dry as we thought it would be, but yeah, it is. For complete analysis of the numbers and all of our impressions, go to motortrend.com.
How y'all boys feeling about the new ZR1X? Like I said, I'm definitely a fan. Also can't wait to. I did see the other day HP tuners or something like that. I seen it on Instagram. They're able now to tune to it. I think the ZR1 and Z06s or something like that. So let me know if y'all want me to react to something like that, or if anybody posted a video with some tune results or whatever, I can react to that. Y'all let me know. Um, that is the end of this video. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Y'all be on the lookout for more reactions. Got a lot of stuff planned for the channel. I'll catch y'all in the next channel. I'll catch y'all in the next video.